Had a little bit of money, so the Lord did me good. Got all kind of shit. Got the glow sticks. I got the gotcha bag. Got the Hawaiian punch. Man, everybody won't holler at Pop what you need. I got it. If I ain't got it, I can find it. You understand? I'm selling glow sticks. Glow sticks that go with the yeah. You know what I'm saying?
There's a new taste spreading out right across the nation. The frozenated, carbonated, icy drink sensation. You can sip it, you can spoon it, it's the icy surprise. There's Coca-Cola, orange, raspberry, or lime. Everybody, 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 everybody loves icy. Available at all stores displaying the icy sign. Everybody loves icy.
Locked out. Even I can't get past the security.
Partying is cool. Dying is not.
I've been away for 7 months. Hard out filming the Book of Boba. Ooh, fight scenes, makeup. The one thing I've really missed is this hidden gem. Here in my hometown, Rotorua. The Polynesian spa. Come on, New Zealand, try something new. There are no words.
Welcome to the Bombadcast.
What's going on, Bombad fam? One of my favorite images of all time. Hope everyone's doing okay. Look, I know why you're here, and we're going to get to that in just a second. But I can tell you this much. I'm happy you're here. Want to know why? Because it's Thursday, right? The new Friday is Wednesday, if that makes any sense. This is currently Saturday. And if that being said, let's throw up your brain a little bit more. Thursday, you got Bombadcast. One of the greatest shows on the internet besides Broaxium. I see Roke. He's looking at me all angry. And of course, every Thursday you can get this wonderful banter, as you can see right here. Me, Gerald, anyone else you can think of. And of course, Monday, Gerry brings his wonderful energy. Same exact idea, though. Anyone, random, anybody can show up, hang out, Hyperfocus, 8:30 Eastern, maybe? I don't know. He'll be able to tell us. I can tell you this much, though. It's a good time with Gerry Cable and Hyperfocus every Monday. But what is this? Is this a gaming channel? It may be good. It may be pretty fun. But I can tell you this much. It's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look at this, another picture for it. And you can see me looking a little like a little hentai girl on the screen. So that makes me happy. Very pretty. And you know, I think we should just bring him in. I have a co-host for anyone that does not know. He's short. We're gonna get matching tattoos, and it's just nice to know that I have a companion for this whole entire experience. What's your name again? Man, his mic's muted. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Bless his sweetheart. He's just steady talking with the mic muted. And he won't even let me unmute.
I'm just kidding. Hey, what's up? I'm Jumpin' Jack Flash. How you doing? Good to be here.
Well, I'm glad to have you here, Jumpin' Jack Gerry.
No, it's Gerry. I'm here. Yeah, we do. You know, funny enough, the matching tattoos are going to say he's shorter and we have matching tattoos. That's what the tattoos are going to say.
That's a terrible tattoo. You know who doesn't have bad tattoos?
That's why we're going to get it.
You know who doesn't have bad tattoos? One of our
I'm
guests.
interested to find out.
I'd
Which
imagine-
one?
Well, I don't even know if he has a tattoo. He
Multiple
might.
guests?
Yeah,
What?
there's a good bit of a
We'll have
Michael
to find out.
McCoy.
We'll have to find out.
Just kidding.
Oh, what's up, Michael McCoy? The chat goes wild.
It's not Michael. I'll tell you who it is, but we got to bring the amazing introduction video in first before I do a single damn thing. His name is Eldar Dan.
Hey, mate, who invited you here?
Oh, hey.
Oh, man.
What's up, everybody?
There he is. He's feeling it. Dan, you doing okay, bud?
Oh, I'm always doing okay.
Look
How are
at
you
him.
guys?
how-
You good? You
Good.
good? You guys?
Yes.
Hey,
we're doing good,
hang
son.
on there.
Good, good.
Hey, you got any tattoos that aren't good?
Remember that one we were
throwing
talking
it out
about
there,
on
just
my ass?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Lick
Frenching
before.
Jar Jar. Right.
Lick
right, right,
before.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were the one that's like lick before entering. That's the one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was-
That's right. It's definitely what it is.
Lick before entering.
One.
Jackson's the one that gave you that one, right? If I'm
Yeah.
mistaken. That's beautiful. That's wonderful.
He paid for
You
it.
know, he did pay for it. I was
Mhm.
there. It was a late night. That was a late
Yeah.
night for us. And in that being said, it's not just this one bro from the Broaxium crew. Who else could it be,
Whatever do you
Gerry?
mean?
Who else could it be, Gerry?
Oh, I think is it maybe Tommy?
Hey, mate, who invited you here?
That's Gerry.
That's me.
They look
Whoa!
alike.
There he is.
Oh.
OG Levinite. What's up, buddy?
What's happening?
My producing skills went very poor. Just I don't even know what just happened. I had like a minor lapse of consciousness, fellas.
I
I'm
kept
sorry.
waiting
Good
for
God.
Scotty to push it because usually when we both go for a button, like someone appears and disappears. So yeah, we're good. It's fine.
I was like,
Welcome.
am I Gerry now?
Damn.
What's going on?
You know what's crazy too?
That's not Tommy. That's not me.
It is the first time both of you were together on this in this space in this Bombadcast realm that we all exist in.
Yeah.
For a great episode discussion, by the way. But it's not just you two.
No.
What?
No.
Wait, not just two
Yes.
Broaxium bros?
You know what else is involved?
Who's in it? Who's here?
Hey, mate, who invited you here?
Who invited you here? Who invited you here? Rogue. There he is.
Bro.
What
All the way
up?
from Cassie.
I'm
What's up,
I'm
buddy?
Gerry.
Hi. I'm
Hey,
Jerry
bud.
the Cannon Junkie.
Oh, you should look different, Gerry.
Stay
And Rogue.
Bombad, everyone.
I think it's the hair. It's the hair. It's a little different.
It's the hair. Okay. Nothing else?
Ah, Gerry.
Hell yeah,
Oh
man.
man. Look, this is the word. This is tonight's key phrase.
Professional.
Yeah, that's what we're keeping it.
How do you
that's
say
for
that?
sure.
Professional. Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't realize that.
Professional.
That's what I thought.
Pro-
It's they spell it
Profestival.
That's
You gotta say profestival, Tom.
Professional.
You know what I'm saying?
proliferation.
I don't have that word.
Huxtable.
Nope. Nope. These words are too big for
We're-
us. Look.
We're YouTubers.
Fellas.
We can't even
Word.
spell that word.
Word
No.
big, large, heavy.
Mm-mm.
Heavy,
know what
big,
else?
bad.
You know that's a hard word to say, at least to me, about this episode? Filler. That's not a word I'm going to use
You
tonight.
said it really fine just then.
Mm-mm.
No,
I
it's
did
just-
say a
Yeah,
word.
It's a. We talking
People-
about donuts or
I'll tell you what. It filled me up.
Oh, it filled Dan up.
Dan
Filled me up.
satisfied?
Look, and I can even show you. Look
As long
at
as
the
they lick
shirt. Wait a
before
minute.
entering. That's all I got.
So it's like, dude, this is okay. Get this. This is kind of like an allusion to the whole Book of Boba Fett. You're like, oh, so we're getting like Boba Fett, right? Nah, fam. We getting the
Oh, shit, the
Fett.
bit.
Woo! How incredible was that?
The
That's
vibes.
the first one.
My
Yes.
goodness.
Who would have thought that
I popped.
in
I
the
popped
fifth
hard.
chapter of the Book of Boba Fett, we would get more Phantom Menace love
Yeah.
than the past 15 years of Star Wars? It was just like, you like the Phantom Menace? Here's a whole like allegory to it.
Let
Oh
me
my
use
God.
my episode, my issue one
Oh,
of Kanan
here we
to
go.
fan myself
There it
off
is.
here. Yeah.
Oh, fan
There
it
it
off,
is.
fan it off.
Yeah. there
And
it is.
Tommy,
Wow.
Tommy, the Caden counter has
Naughty.
started. We're at 1. If you could put a 1 up for the Kanan counter, please.
Oh, I gotta get my thing typed up.
1 for the Kanan counter.
Yes.
Boop, take notes. 1 for the Kanan.
All right, I'm getting it typed up. 1.
1.
Greg Weisman was right.
1. My man has a Starfighter Naboo Hemi. Thank you.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
It
Could
took me a
you
second.
imagine?
It took me a second. I was like, why do I know this skeleton of a vehicle? And I was like, this is man-made. This is a pre-galactic starfighting.
I was like, American Graffiti. What?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
God.
It's back when everybody was
in one hot rod.
back when it was Jedi's and everybody's ride was sleek.
You know, it was crazy too, was the fact that like I obviously was a change of pace for the show. And I think we all can admit that. I think it's an okay thing to say. But I imagine a lot of us have probably read books, maybe even throughout school you read a book. And sometimes books do these really weird things called interludes, where they kind of introduce a new idea that actually is the same exact thematic storytelling as the overall story, right?
Right.
Okay. Was anyone opposed to this in this
No.
video montage? I'm curious.
I'll tell you right now, the Aftermath series that was done by I'm blanking. What was who did the Aftermath series?
Wendig.
Author Chuck Wendig's
Yes.
Aftermath series.
Yep.
It was full of interludes, and I loved it. Loved the way it was done, and it's awesome to see that being put up on the screen for you, like and how they're jumping to a different story, but that's going to tie back into the main story.
Yes.
Fantastic. It was. Look at this. It's amazing.
I know. I was going to say, look over
it's
Dan's
like-
shoulder. We can watch it right now.
There's Chris.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Dude,
that was incredible.
like-
Wait, hold on. We got to
That
see
was
this.
so good.
Chris
so
was
funny.
in this. He was in this.
He's about to show up right now.
Yeah,
There we go.
it
It's
was
like the
the
next
Chris.
shot.
I can't believe it. Everyone thought it was him, and I mean, with the fresh Kangol that the Clatoonian was wearing, there he is. It's right there. It's right there.
And-
Yeah.
Amazing.
He got
I think this
that
is
was
He gets a shot by himself. It's about to come up, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there
literally
he is.
we're gonna have to
No,
take
here it
we got to
comes, here it
take
comes.
Scotty's hold on yeah
Here it comes.
we got to take Scotty's viral sensation moniker and give it to Chris now.
I know.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Look at
it was
Dan's just on the screen. I love it.
Clatoonian Chris. It was just amazing.
Come on, show
You
the
know I
shot.
don't
It's
mind.
like coming right up.
It's like coming right up.
Yeah, it's.
Oh no, maybe it doesn't. Maybe we missed it.
I think we missed
Damn.
If we
I think it was
made
like
it.
right at the
It's
yeah, I think it
all
was
right.
right at the beginning
He
when
was
Dan
the
goes,
first
"Hey, it's
guy in there
Chris."
getting the money.
Go check out @Chris Ryans, and you'll see that he starred in the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
was
really
there.
did.
Clatoonian Chris.
Getting hot likes. Is that what
I
you
know.
say? Getting the hot likes, Scotty.
For
Hyping
real.
hot
For
likes.
real.
I just
You know
can't
what?
wait.
Flaming hearts, brother.
Let it cool off before you bite into it. All right?
I can't wait until the actual actor hits him up in his like DMs, and he's just like, "Hey, buddy, you're taking
Don't
my
do that.
clout."
Yeah.
It's like, hey, buddy, you're taking my clout. This is me. God damn it. God damn it. Sorry.
It's funny, like having our boy Din Djarin back for the time we had him back
Dude,
was really nice.
I was
needed
so
that.
happy to see him.
I didn't think I'd miss him that much.
I missed him a lot.
You know,
Like,
there was
for real.
there was a
It's
lot
crazy.
of people saying like, "Oh, you know, this we're not going to see the Mando just because the music was playing. We might not see him in this episode." I mean, it was literally a Mando episode. Like,
These
come
Star
on.
Wars shows ain't hard, guys.
Yeah.
We were going to see Mando.
I
God.
don't understand people that were saying that because like they literally gave us the theme at the end of the last episode. Like
Yeah.
they hit
Yeah.
you over
Oh,
the
yeah.
head with it.
Like foreshadowing what?
Yeah, he didn't
Well, even
run
like
out of music. He did
was
on
it the day
purpose.
before or whatever that they posted like that video where it's like, oh, credits can buy muscle, and then it's like they really
Yes,
just
on
cut
the,
out
on the Twitter page.
you know, like all the whatever little
The recorder.
pan flute
It's
that,
a
that
didgeridoo.
he was playing. Was it a didgeridoo
Is
and
didgeridoo?
I just think that
Didgeridoo?
it's just I
Didgeridoo
just think that
right now.
I think he's part goat, like he's one of those like fawns or something.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
he just has all those like instruments.
Dan has
you know?
massive hands and he can climb. great.
Let's not go down that road. All right.
Let's go down it. No. So having Din back was such a treat. And like, honestly, it made me realize how much I missed him. And I mean that. Like, that's a character that I didn't really identify with in that first season. Second season, when he's going through everything that he's going through, I'm like, oh, okay, I get him now. But this, like, I didn't know I needed this as bad as I did. And this is, unfortunately, I would say one of my favorite episodes this whole season. Not that it's a bad thing,
so far,
but it didn't really have our boy that we've been rooting for. And he's been doing great too. He's been doing great things. But goddamn, if it wasn't so fucking cool to see Din Jarrett back. You know,
the coolest thing ever.
It was incredible. It felt right.
It did. It did.
It kind of felt like
Boba is steering away from being a Mandalorian while we get Mandalorian who's like, my life is like, I'm trying to be this.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of like having an old friend that you want to catch up with.
Right.
You want to know what's going on with them. So you finally get that closure of like, oh, now we see like what's happening next after I last saw you.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't take away from the book of Boba Fett at all. We just see how it connects with the book of Boba Fett.
Exactly.
100%.
It's funny because you watch this character and we left him off on a giant cliffhanger the last time. And like, it was a satisfying ending because we got such a crazy reveal from Luke and him going away with Grogu. But in terms of like, you know, he had been left without a ship. He has the Darksaber, like all these things we had been needing answers for. I didn't think we'd get them so soon.
And also the bus.
It was like that was incredible. He took a Greyhound. He took a Greyhound, y'all.
The Galactic Greyhound. It was awesome.
Oh, it was awesome. And like
Peter Pan bus.
Yep, exactly. It was so crazy to see him in this way because you're so used to seeing him, you know, being a badass. And obviously he is still, but he's struggling with the Darksaber. And it's like a backdoor pilot, which is great because that means season 3, y'all, is just gonna like boom. Just
I
would love to discuss that Darksaber a little bit when we get a chance. But go ahead,
we will definitely get to it.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say it was just like him riding like public transportation was like I had a thought the last time I watched it. I was like, it's just interesting, this dude in Mandalorian armor, and it's strange, like seeing someone probably dressed in armor on public transport, unless you've actually ridden like a train or a bus in an actual city.
Yeah, have you been?
The first time I went to Chicago, rode the train, and some dude just gets on like after work, just starts like freaking cooking his meth in a spoon. Just like right behind, like, and I'm like, and everyone just kind of gets up and shuffles away, just like really calmly. And me and my buddy are sitting there going like, that dude is cooking. That MFer is cooking some meth right now, like in his spoon. Right? Four seats away from us. We were petrified. We couldn't move.
Look, there's never a good time, you know, so you just got to do it when you get the chance.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. No, you know, I don't have time to cook my meth until you got to just do it on the go, you know? Anyway, I digress. But the guy on the guy cooking his own meth on the train in Chicago is just like Din Djarin on.
Exactly.
Just like him.
Exactly like him.
Exactly.
Yeah, meeting kids. Meth.
I couldn't have come up with a better comparison, Jerry. It was just
you want some kid?
Thank you.
I'm like, where's he going?
That's what. You know, in fact, that's what they made a little meth spoon out of.
I was going to say Beskar. I was about to just say that, Jerry.
That's what. Or it could be for baby food too. You know, it's not. Listen,
that's what he's giving Grogu.
And now everyone is taking drugs out of Star Wars.
That's right.
That's what he's making for Grogu. It's like a spork. Yes. It's like a little meth spork.
Meth spork.
That's the way the sporks are made.
It's a slow.
Oh my god!
At a Beskar.
Hey, have y'all ever done meth? I have.
It's
amazing. It is amazing. I'm about to do some meth right now.
You know what Star Wars needs, Tommy? Hard drugs. This did feel like this was one of those episodes that I will say that when it was over, I actually couldn't believe I watched that. Like I was like,
yeah.
All right, wake up now. Let's watch the real episode like that.
Yeah,
because I wake up really early to watch these things, and for a minute there, when he was flying through Beggar's Canyon in an N1 Starfighter, I was like, okay, when am I going to wake up? Because this is obviously not real life. Like this, pretty much, right? None of this is real life. This is all a spice dream.
Listen, I wake up just like everyone, like most of us, up at 3 a.m. My alarm goes
Mm-hmm.
off, and Julie's like, "What are you seriously doing?" I'm like, "Yes, yes." People are going to spoil it for me on Twitter. I can't go to work without the hype, and because at break time I'm like, "Ooh, what's going on? Who's talking about what?"
Of course.
Yeah, and like I just like my one tweet, I said, "Thank you, Bryce Dallas Howard. I know
She's
that
so good.
I know that you called your dad and was just like, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this."
I mean, she's like the most consistent. Honestly,
so good.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
every one of her episodes are a banger.
And one thing,
Star Wars for sure.
One thing too, like Deborah Chow's gonna say that's the other one that people are like they should make. That women should have more chances to direct Star Wars. I'm like, y'all don't realize like right around the corner we're getting a whole Kenobi, probably the most prized jewel
100%.
of Star Wars ever, is going to be directed just by a woman, and I'm so looking forward to it because it's just it's overdue, number one, but also in terms of just like how good these stories have been. Like I don't know, this is the way. You're so used to seeing stories that are written and directed by the same person in Star Wars, like Favs and Filoni, right? And even Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams, and I don't think Gareth Edwards wrote Rogue One, but like you're used to that. But it's kind of cool to see someone's writing come to real life through a different directorial eye. And I will say, this episode has looked the most high budgeted of all of the ones recently.
Yeah,
and that's nothing against the volume, but dude, that the Halo ring,
incredible.
Yeah.
I was like, is Master Chief for the show?
Well, like we had just gotten that
Chief.
we just got like that what tweet that like, hey, the trailer for Halo's like dropping like this week or whatever.
Yeah, this weekend,
and like then like the next day or whatever, this episode comes out and I'm like, huh? Synergy?
Wait a minute.
This is all an illusion. This is all like a simulation, isn't it? This is all a simulation confirmed. Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Now I want Halo Marvel comics.
Right?
Stop it, Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do it.
Yeah.
I jumped back into bed, and Julie was just like, she just like said something. I'm like, oh my god, babe, you should have seen this episode. She's like, shut up.
You're like, babe, new Boba Fett just dropped.
Just go to sleep. I'm like, okay.
Be human.
There was a Nubian starfighter. You have no idea what's happening.
Just like I'm aware of this.
The carburetor. The carburetor was sticking out.
It's a Hemi.
What is Jerry? You might know. You're a canon junkie. What's that bird alien? Because it's in the Phantom Menace.
Oh,
the one that
is it really?
What's his name? Yeah,
I've never seen that. I've never seen that before.
Heck, hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh, that looked like a Chuck E. Cheese nightmare. Is what I
love that though.
Reminded
what
me.
do you say? You just say Chuck E. Cheese nightmare?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like the animatronic things, like it just looked like one that if you were on like a
Did you do this on purpose?
I saw that band.
Did you say impossible? Pasquale? Only kidding.
We're not going to play the full thing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You did it. That was a setup, wasn't it? Did you know we have that clip, right?
No, I said that on the.
You did it.
Speaking of drugs.
I said
Just
that on
wait,
the
baby. Just
Harry,
wait.
I said that on the group watch the last night.
Right. Oh man, I
the
probably wasn't listening to that part. I don't listen to you, Dan. Come on, man. You know, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I'm
just
right in line with Boop. Right in line with Boop.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know I love you.
I'm gonna find these aliens.
Follow me for a while, then.
Yeah.
When he was going through Bigger's Canyon, like the entire route for that pod race was in that.
Oh,
yeah, and that
was
segment,
so sick.
And then that gate that Anakin hit is still broken.
Is it?
Wow.
Yes.
No one fixes shit on Tatooine.
They don't care.
Except for the moped gang.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. I'm about to show Jerry real quick. I want to show y'all that alien. Okay, this alien was in the pod race scene of the Phantom Menace. I know it's hard to see. Maybe I can zoom in. Oh, what the hell? Oh, sorry.
That's a hand.
Zoom in on the hand. Is that Dan's hands?
Let's see. Hold on.
No, those aren't Dan's hands. They were in the
zoom
shot.
in?
They were in the frame.
Oh, look.
I'm gonna have to go.
I
full
see.
screen. I'm
Yeah.
in producer mode.
So they even went that far. They're like, you know what? You want that weird parrot alien again from the pod race of the Phantom
the
Menace?
Ishi Tib.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
This
those things
thing.
are from Return of the Jedi.
This?
Yeah. That's in
What?
fucking Jabba's palace. Excuse me.
Yeah, they
Pardon
have
me.
Okay, this episode was heavily episode 1 in Return of the Jedi. So that's
exactly what it was.
That's what
I love how
Boba
they're all
Fett's in.
standing there like, is this picture done yet? Can we move?
Yeah, we look, it's
Look,
the freaking desert. We're all in latex.
It's hot as
eat
shit.
sandwiches
Full
like
body
this.
clothing.
Yeah.
Saving image. Okay, so wait, that's what is that called? I had no idea. Holy cow!
I
Ishy tit.
required bagels.
Ishy tit.
An itchy tit. It's an ishy tit.
Nick podcast of the Wills is saying ishy tib. Yeah.
Oh, what the shit?
God bless
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, yeah, prequel baby.
God bless
Ishy tit.
Ishy Tib.
Hold on, I'm pulling this up. Y'all had no idea. So this is the thing from. Okay, wow.
Hello.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
This is in Return of the Jedi.
Hello.
I was
Do you
not.
have
No,
any fresh-
Yeah, dude.
Do you have any fresh
What?
zucchini?
It's an
I was
OT
not
alien.
hearing itchy tip at all.
Ishy
Yeah.
tit.
I was hearing something
Itchy
else.
tit.
Look at this.
Itchy.
This is a handsome young man.
Itchy tibbies.
See,
I would
I
like to
remember
know
him-
where your fresh zucchinis are. Salad.
Oh, look, they got a toy too. Okay, well now I'm just learning. This is my life lesson. Don't talk out loud. Holy shit!
Yeah, look, that's from the
Itchy
freaking
tip.
90s, man.
Oh my god.
Wow. Well, we got
Itchy
that
tip.
in the show.
I'm gonna have to see
which
if
was
Chris
kinda
can
cool.
find me one of those.
But
Chris
it's okay. Listen, Scotty, let's just call it even because I forgot about Scurriers. So you
And
didn't know
Womp
the
Rats.
issue tip there. So
Yeah,
now we're-
Womp Rat in action in both.
I would love a
Yes.
Scurrier. That little guy was
So cute.
adorable, right?
So
I know.
cute.
the Scurriers are cute.
Yeah.
I'd have
Oh
one of
my
those in
God.
like a little hamster cage.
Fallen Order.
But the
shit out
Womp
from
Rats, no.
droids,
The
yeah.
Womp Rats, no.
Yeah, those things are
Oh.
nasty. Isn't that what
Fallen-
was attacking? What's her face?
Like
What's her
a,
name?
Yeah.
like a
I think it was a Womp Rat that was
It was a
attacking.
raccoon
It was,
with
it was,
mange.
it was a Womp Rat for
It's a
sure.
very large
Mhm.
womp rat.
It was a Womp Rat.
Yeah, it was like a
in
Womp Rat
motion.
from New York.
Yeah.
Ask Reagan; she'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
Big old tibbies.
Oh
Incredible.
man, that's awesome. And you know what else is cool? The fact that we got a new sanctuary, but the set design was really badass with the bottom part being like the
Oh
edge
yeah,
of
dude. When
space.
he goes
my
and
God,
like
that was
it's just
awesome.
stars.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
was such a cool just design
Also,
choice
look,
for sure.
we can
first
see it on
time-
Dan's look on
First
Dan's
time in
TV.
space. Yep,
Right
there it
here.
is. Yeah. They love catwalk fighting. I mean, Star
I
Wars.
mean,
I love when
there's
Star Wars is catwalks.
not a
Like,
better
handrails.
sight.
yeah,
not
no
a
hands.
She's
handrail
also
sight.
speaking Mandoa.
They're
in
afraid
here
they'll
as
be
well.
leaning
she
all
is.
day.
Yeah, that's
She's
it's the first time we've heard that, right?
She's counting in Mando.
Yeah, she counted a Mandoa, whatever you
I
call it.
need her story. I need the book
This
of
is
the
the
armor.
way.
Yeah, I definitely need
No
some
one says this is
backstory
the
on
way
the
like
armor.
her. No one says it like her. No.
Yeah, like because she knows so much to where it's like she didn't just like read this in a book or something. She
No,
was
she's been
there.
around for a long
She
time.
was there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like she's
she-
probably an old woman under there.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she's still
Just
kicking
like-
ass.
Yeah. Just
No
like
rails.
life, Bombadcast and shooting the poodoo there, Nick. Yes, exactly. No rails.
No rails in space.
No rails. We're off the rails, baby. And yeah, so how great was the dark saber exposition? Like we got that.
Dude,
We know
that was
we
wild. The
needed it.
heaviness. The heaviness.
But like,
yeah.
What is up with that?
Is
so
that new?
awesome.
Is that
No,
new?
I think they did it in Rebels. Here
So
you go, Tommy.
There we
yeah.
go.
So the lore
Educate.
behind this is like, at least in Legends, Force
Oh.
users, like the lightsaber is an extension of the Force user, so it's like a part of you. So it makes sense to have somebody who is not Force sensitive use a lightsaber, and it gradually feel like it's not a part of you. So that's
okay.
kind of like the connection that they're making to, at least to me, that's the connection they're making to Legends.
That's a neat. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
I feel like this is the first time we've seen this happen because like even when Sabine was holding Ezra's lightsaber, she was just whatever
Yeah.
flinging around.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's like the type of crystal that's being used in this or
or
something.
maybe
It's-
she's
it's-
Force sensitive.
or maybe
From
she's
what
force
I-
sensitive. You're right. I've
Yeah.
never even.
From what
Yeah.
I've been reading, it was like if you're not focused
Oh yeah, the focus
and
is
not
definitely
letting
Force.
the
Focus.
weapon guide you instead of you guiding the weapon, it becomes heavier and heavier after every swing.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because it took beats from like the first encounter between Batman and Bane, how he was like throwing like wild haymakers and like nothing
Yeah.
was working. That's the kind of like reminded me of. But like from what I read, it was the heavy, like if you're not like focused and let the actual saber guide you, you have a hard time
Yeah, let the
using
tool
it.
do the work.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That felt
This is
good,
not
though.
it's not about how big you are. I mean, the gunner had a hard time.
Yeah. I was
Like,
saying when Vizsla picked it up,
so-
it was just like he was
Yeah.
still just like,
And he's
Yeah.
stronger. And
Yeah.
he's much
Yeah,
stronger.
he's
he's
way
a-
stronger.
and
He's getting like
and
stuck in the thing.
he's related.
He's
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's a
He
good guy.
should be.
It's like he was related.
should have
like,
it.
I like
it
when
don't
he-
matter. Don't care. This ain't Excalibur.
It was
Try
just
hard-
like the
try
way
harder.
that they made it feel so heavy and stuff. Like the way he like chops it into that beam
Yeah.
and like he can't like you chop like if you chopped a sword
Dude,
into a
when he
tree and he
chopped it,
couldn't like
yeah.
get it out for a
Yeah.
second.
Yes.
When he chopped the dude
Like-
in half on the table, he was like out of
Yeah.
breath because of it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, because
that's
like,
how he cut his leg.
Yeah.
I kind of love that, and I mean, like I know, like you're saying, like the maybe Sabina's force sensitive, that'd be kind of cool. But I kind of like this whole like extension of the force, like the lightsaber is like it's part of the Jedi. It's a spiritual connection. It's not just like something you can just pick up like a flashlight and just like go to
Yeah.
town, things like that.
I get
So-
that. And it's kind of like a Mjolnir thing where like, are you chosen to have it?
You're
Right? Like, are
worthy,
you-
yeah.
yes,
It
are you
definitely-
worthy?
Yeah, like
Excalibur.
that dark saber has like the way the armor was describing it. It's like you have to win that in combat. You can't.
Yep.
You're cursed if you just like give it to somebody and you don't earn that lightsaber. I really would like to know the inner workings of that thing because Half Moth just said it's like, is there even a crystal involved? I'm like, maybe
don't
there
think
is,
so,
but
yeah.
maybe there is some sort of like the way that this crystal and whatever technology, maybe the Beskar.
I think it's the
or
hilt and the
whatnot.
Beskar. I think it's
Well,
something to do with the Beskar.
She said the armor even said that Beskar was special, like it was a special.
It was
type of
special as a Beskar, and the fact that it's the only Beskar that's a weapon that's supposed to be a weapon.
And she didn't
Remember, she
decide.
heard- yeah.
Now, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I think that's an idea of self-preservation on her part because she obviously was going to tell Din off at any point. I mean, I could tell that was going to be the vibe. She's that kind of character. But like the fact that she's like, nope, give me that spear. It should
Yeah,
be
she's a
used as
forger.
weapon.
Yeah.
She is fine with the dark saber, but is not fine with the spear, which I
100%.
thought was interesting.
And the fact that the spirit didn't come from another Mandalorian too.
Yes,
he
yes.
won that from someone.
Yep.
Yeah, William Hardy made a good point. Moff Gideon did wield that thing with ease.
He let it guide him.
He probably
did.
studied
Maybe
it, though.
Yeah, he was a smart guy.
He's also
like an
incredibly
acolyte
intelligent. Yeah.
kind of person. I think we're gonna find out that he's like big time into like pep. Like he's a goth kid. He's a Star Wars
Yeah.
goth.
He's like the type of dude that would
He's serious
do all the
Kylo Ren.
research.
He's
He would-
super. He's non.
Yeah, he's like the type of dude that's
Anxiety,
always prepared
Kylo
to
Ren.
do all the research necessary, and he'll be ready at all times.
I completely
Yeah.
agree. And
Yeah.
I think that's why he could do it so well, is because he knows how to wield it. And he probably studied it. We don't even know how long he's had that.
Right.
We do know this, though, that he must have been behind the Eye of a Thousand Tears because
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think
they showed much.
Vizsla was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
was Paz Vizsla? Is that the character's name?
I think
Was
so.
like, you should have killed him. He should have
Pat-
been
Pat
killed
Vizsla.
by its blade.
Yeah.
So I was
Oh,
like,
Patrick.
yeah.
It's me, Pat Sizzler.
I like how in
Sizzler.
that scene where they're showing the Night of a
Pancakes.
Thousand Tears, you see the K2SO units.
Yep.
This is kind of a
TT reference.
It's kind of like it's like because Moff Gideon's all about droids, and
Yeah.
Yes.
so like
Good
this is kind of like a
point.
foreshadowing of that.
Speaking of droids, doesn't hate them anymore.
Yeah.
No.
They're all his homies now.
Getting
Exactly.
downright.
Although, although she
Downright homie
left
with him.
out the R2 port on
So
the
Grogu can sit there.
foreshadowing.
That's for merchandise. That's for
Foreshadowing.
merchandising.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Grogu
That's
can
for
like
when the
poke his
Lego,
little
when the Lego set
head
comes out.
in there.
When the Lego set
God.
comes out, and he's in the Naboo ship, and
It's
Yeah.
so funny because they could have
Okay, I like that. Yeah, fantastic.
they could have dropped this whole episode like after the Book of Boba Fett aired, and we still would have all been like, "What?"
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
to have it
When-
tie in
dude,
was awesome, right?
when
And
he,
like,
It's all one
When he-
universe.
when he uses
Yeah.
that space hemi with that child using the
Oh,
force
yeah.
in that little bucket seat,
Space
it's gonna be a
Henry.
wrap.
You
It's
just
gonna
gotta
be a
make sure
wrap.
he's strapped in.
It's gonna be
Oh.
Space Cadillac with telepathic powers.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
an old NBC show. He's a Knight Rider villain now.
Now I'm
But I
thinking
love
like
it.
this thing is a low rider. It's just like a
Dude, it's awesome.
God, that's awesome.
But like it just goes to show you how well they did at developing Din Djarin, that everyone freaked the hell out with him appearing in this episode. Like it was just like they really made you love this character with the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, and just seeing him back, everybody was just like, F yeah, you know, like hell freaking yeah, man. And look at the little Grogu wrappings. It was like wrapped up like it was Grogu,
awesome.
you know?
I know.
Oh,
He's everybody's
Clever.
favorite space poppy.
yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's getting that kid
Because
back.
This part, and then you can see it over Dan's shoulder. By this part, you're like,
just
for real,
watch
30
Dan's
minutes
TV.
into the episode. You're 30 minutes into this episode, and you're like, how much more can we get out of this episode? Because it's already so good.
Yeah.
Exposition about Mandalore, Dark Saber, like treatment, all of this stuff we've been getting has been so juicy. And then they're like, we heard you like the Phantom Menace, and they just like show everything from this point on. Is just like, you know. And I was texting a friend about it. I said they did EU, they did Legends almost. They even did sequel trilogy references, prequel trilogy, Clone Wars, Rebels. They did original trilogy. They just like threw everything they could and video games all into one episode, and it felt organic. It didn't feel forced at all, and I was so happy to know that like most people were satisfied with this, except for the fact that it's not Boba Fett's story, which I can respect and understand. But in terms of like, you know, what we see and what we're getting out of this, I mean, it's pretty impressive. It's
good.
just, it's really good, right?
Like you said, Scotty, like they literally took a ball of Star Wars and threw it at the drawing board. And then Bryce Dallas was just like, I got this.
Can we talk about how good Amy Sedaris' Jawa is?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Dated a Jawa, and it was great Jawa speak.
It was incredible.
She's got it.
We've
Yeah.
seen them.
What do we call that?
She's gotta be
Jawa
able to talk to him, you know. Jawa-ese, yeah.
Jawian?
Jawian?
Actually, it says in the subtitles Jawa-ese. Actually,
Jawa-ese.
Actually,
Well, actually,
I love that this is the first time I think they ever said, and they showed the hair on their arms. If you look back, his hands are covered in hair. We'll get to it. I wish we could bring it up. I'll take a screenshot. Give me a minute. And his hands were completely furry, and we have never seen one without their mask off in obviously the true I guess live action is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Or even
haven't seen them in the fur.
I mean, like two creatures, Tuskens and Jawas. We want to see what they look like.
So that's been how they were drawn. I don't know if that's really how they actually look.
Yeah,
without
in Legends,
it,
they're supposed to be like a little like mouse or rat like.
Like a rat.
They got little furry hands. Look, I never noticed that till this episode. Now I'll get a screenshot taken of the episode. Give me 1 second.
Look at Obi-Wan.
Let me get a screenshot. I'll pull it up. But yeah, we fleshed out the Jawas a little bit, and it wasn't like awful. It was very well done.
Poor choice of words, my man. I don't know. Sorry. No.
Poor choice of words.
Was it jawful?
But God, he looks awful.
Yeah, everyone's sad. Everyone ever made has been sad.
I have terrible. I'm 12. Okay, let's go.
Aren't we all?
Look what you're doing.
Look, I got a screenshot right here. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up. I was really impressed by that. I was happy to know that they're finally giving Jawas some love in that way too, kind of like the Tuskens have been getting, because you know the Jawas are always been kind of mistreated. They've always been treated like little like, you know, kind of like thieves.
You mean like Pelly saying, "Don't pay them, you're gonna make me look bad."
I mean, they straight up are stealing catalytic converters out of people's cars. Like it's real life. It's real life.
He said
I love this, like just this part right here, like where
they were off parts. Is
like
that
where
a calibrator?
They had this thing covered up like it's like some dad's project in the garage that he's like never gonna get to, you know. And it's like all taken apart. The parts are everywhere. It's like, I'm going to work on it one day, you know, if I just get a freaking day off.
How did you
And-
find a Cadillac car reducer restriction?
Yeah. Well, that's
like
what
how
he was
they,
talking about when he was talking about. That's what reminded me of, like, it was like a vapor moisture thing, evaporator thingy that he was talking about. She's like, you don't need that, and I was just like, yeah, you don't need exhaust and the catalytic converter or nothing, because that just dumbs down your horsepower. So we're not going to put that thing in there. You just use this button right here and it dumps it all out. I'm just like,
She
yeah,
knows
that's
what
right.
to do,
No
yeah. That's for
emissions.
sure.
Screw the emissions.
I like how, like, when they were working on it, there was another nod to Back to the Future. I think she said,
Yes, she said
no. She said thrust capacitor.
Yes.
Oh,
I wrote it
thrust.
down. Thrust
Yeah.
capacitor. I was dying at
thought
that.
she
I don't mean to
thrust
pop your
capacitor.
bubble, Tommy. I'm sorry.
That's
I
close
wrote
enough
that-
to me.
I'm like, this can go back in time.
Yeah.
That would have been
That
amazing.
thing's got to go
no,
88 miles an hour.
1.21 gigawatts.
Well, we're
All right,
going.
I
We
found a
don't
picture
need
of it.
roads.
You can see the hair on their hands in this shot.
Oh shit!
Look, yeah, they got little hairs on their hands.
Hold
I
up, hold up, hold
never noticed that. Look
That's
closely.
when they were giving them the Holly double pumper 454.
And the BD droid, how awesome of a shot was
man.
it?
Oh
That?
my god! Yes.
Video games right there.
So,
I thought of Connor right away. I was like, oh my god,
Me
he
too.
probably
How
fell
ironic,
over.
like,
He probably
the day-
fell over.
The day before
Yeah.
they announced the sequel, that they would see the droid.
God,
So good.
I thought of so many people watching this episode. Like I thought of Connor with the BD droid. I thought of Holly Fry whenever the little baby Rodian was like turned around, like just like looking at Mando and stuff. Just like all of this is just
God, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
there was
When I
so
saw-
much just packed into this.
When I saw the BD droid, I was like, they have to, in some way, some form, have to make that available at Galaxy's Edge.
Yes, they did.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
It was a practical puppet in some shots too. If you look, the shot where it's on the N1 Starfighter and it's looking down, 100% practical. You can tell because the way its head moved was not the same as it was digital. And then when it did that little dance, I was like, "This is so
Yeah.
badass!" So I was like, "This is great."
I just
So we
know, I
need to
need one. I
Pour
need
one
one.
out for Connor right now. Thank you, Connor.
My
There
boy.
he is. There he is, my handsome young
Oh yeah, I
man.
forgot. I didn't tell you, Scott.
My
He wanted us to drop him a link.
He's my
and
favorite.
stuff. So
My
yeah,
favorite cloner.
It was
Gotta-
pre-retina pop on that picture. Pre-retina pop. Poor guy.
Yeah, and the fact that she dated a Jawa, that was so great.
So
Oh,
good.
so
That's why
good.
she's so good at the Jawanese. Like she was just like,
Yes.
she's like, I need to know how to talk to these guys. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm dating one.
Well,
Right.
then another line too, I'm sure y'all noticed it, was I'm a local gal. I was like, that is straight up the local boy.
It's like, it's
That
just-
It was Anakin. It was awesome.
she's like, I've never been off world. Can you believe it?
that.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm so cultured.
Oh
So
man, what if
I-
she's
I went
Yeah.
a little uber nerd when I saw when they were working on the N1 Starfighter, because there's like this writing that's on the side of the cockpit.
yes?
And I was like, is that Anakin?
name?
So I went back
Right.
and I saw episode 1. It wasn't.
Oh
But
damn.
it would've been
Beware
cool.
of the sliding door or something like that.
Uh-huh,
Like a-
right,
yeah.
right below it.
It's like a
Mhm.
caution thing.
Yeah, but the writing was completely different. I was like, oh, that's
I was gonna say, look how great this scene is. I was gonna pull Dan up big. This scene was incredible with all them
Dude.
working on. Not that part. Not
Yeah.
that one.
I love when he was working when Din was working on it and the little BD droid, he's like higher, lower. It felt like
Yes.
Tony Stark and the arm droid.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally
Can I give
felt
y'all
like
my
that.
theory? I want to give y'all my theory, if you don't mind, just for a second.
No.
I think,
roll, buddy.
and this is very unfortunate. I think what's going to happen that makes Din stay to help Boba Fett is that the Pikes take over Peli stuff and either kill her or kidnap her or something crazy,
Well, she-
right?
Why is
And
all
so-
this death and destruction?
Silence him.
Well, let me explain.
Silence him.
Let me explain.
What is wrong
The
with
reason,
you?
the reason I say that is because how else is it better to replace not replace Grogu, but to kind of like give us the same vibe, but give Din that BD droid, to
droid,
go in the
yeah.
back with
Oh
him.
my God.
She could just give it to him. She doesn't have to die.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know.
That's true.
There was
But I
actually a
think
little.
That's all I'm
seems for
saying.
Grogu.
Sorry, Scotty. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I love the fact that they were like kind of bonding and he did the little happy dance and like he was there and all the shots when he landed, he was like there falling around looking at it. I'm like, oh man, this is so wild. It's like a little cute chicken robot. It was so awesome.
Yeah, like I know that droid's a hit. Like I know a lot of people. I love him. And he was a
Yes.
hit in Fallen Order. Like
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like- and my wife was watching me play that game. She's like, we have to get that droid. I'm like, Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Like, as soon as it's available
It's like a
somewhere,
little-
anywhere, I'm gonna order
I'm
it.
sure somebody on Etsy's made one.
I was gonna say Etsy
Oh,
definitely has one.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it.
We also gotta
God.
like give a shout out to the fact that Womp Rat is apparently good eating because Boba ate Womp Rat, even though we want to say it was chicken. We want to say it was chicken, but she even was just like, get that thing on the fire before it starts to taste gamey. Like it's good eating. I mean, Womp Rat's good eating.
She knows. She would be
Yeah.
the one to know. Oh man, that was awesome. And like the first time ever, we see a Gog droid actually do their job. They plug the Starfighter in and then charge it up. I'm like, that is awesome.
Oh,
We
yeah,
needed that. Oh my god.
I love when he was
Bantha
trying to
did all
fire it up, and it was just like, give it a little more gas. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They used to
So
gun
Phantom
ships.
is-
What you got here is a starfighter. I was like, yeah.
Dude, that part where he's starting it up and it won't start up immediately, like that was like so Phantom Menace, like just Anakin trying to start the pod racer and everything.
Yes.
And Qui-Gon's like,
telling
why
you-
don't you try this thing here?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Pelly's just like, just give it a little more, you know? Like,
Yeah.
And I
what
love how
about
they
what about the good cop, bad cop scene? Like when he got pulled over by the space police. Like, come on now. He's like,
that guy was Luke's stunt double from Mando.
Yeah, it was so cool.
I thought it was Freddie Hernandez from Planet Terror because Robert Rodriguez is so involved. I was like,
That's true. It could have been. That's great, actually. Holy cow. So wait, this is interesting.
Google Maps, I believe.
I wonder
Sorry.
because does he need a droid? I don't know. It could be part of it. But you know what?
He's
I
an
also want
alien
to say,
boy with powers.
yes, that's what he needs.
That's what he needs.
He needs a small little boy to guide him and give him meth spoons. I just love the fact that we got humor that was not too on the nose, that was kind of slapsticky, that was also very well, like when she's on the side of the crates and she's like, help! Someone get him.
Amy Sedaris is great. Stranger
Oh,
for
she is
Candy. Shout out Stranger for
amazing.
Candy.
She
Also-
looks more like Amy Sedaris this episode than she has the past
100%,
appearances.
yes.
I like that too. You could see her face more. When I first saw Pelly in chapter 5, I was like, who the hell is this? This is a weird
They
looking broad.
took the goggles off of her. That's why.
Yes,
She had like
that's
goggles
what
on her
it is.
forehead. Yeah, they took the
That's
goggles
what it
off.
is. It looked just like her now. You could see that face.
So you can see her
And
full
it-
face. Yeah.
It reminded me of Elf. I was like, I forgot she was an elf with Fab. So like,
Yep.
it all made so much more sense now. I was like, okay, it looks just like her. Oh man, it's chewing. That's amazing. Oh, and that's true. Look what William said. Hold on, Jerry, you can pull it up in the comments. I think you Jurassic Park reference. Damn, that is clever.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot-ah!
Wow.
Shoot.
This is
Like,
a 11-year-old. This is an
I
11-year-old.
thought he was saying something completely different. Like when I thought it was just some kind of like
William's 11?
Australian word.
Yeah,
like,
he's my shooter.
What's a shootah? What's a shootah? Anyway,
That was a good catch there. In that
God
reference.
bless you, William,
Yeah.
and your youth.
William is brilliant, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like he notices things I never would have
wonderful
noticed.
William.
Yeah,
I
wait
love
till you get a full-time job, William. You're gonna start forgetting things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And the hair on your underarms.
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You're gonna have hairy hands like a Jawa.
Wasted.
Yeah, your kid's making great points.
Wait
I
till
love
your
it.
knees start hurting in your 40s. You got a while.
Got a while. Oh, geez, you got 28 years.
so
Tatooine
jealous.
is a garden of many bounties. I was like, yes, what
Yeah.
a cool line. Oh my god, that felt very original trilogy. That was really well done. Some of the dialogue for this episode was like unbelievably good. I know Fabs wrote it, but like every line had so much weight to it for once. Was not throwaway, was not silly either. Like that's a good line. Damn.
There was a lot of people complaining about like it being so Tatooine centric, and I'm just like, this is Star Wars, man.
Yep.
This is like the original trilogy began on Tatooine and pretty much ended on Tatooine. Like this is Star Wars, and I want more Tatooine. I just like every time there's more secrets and more things being like brought out from Tatooine. It's like just strain all the moisture you can out of this.
Yep.
I mean,
So
I
special.
don't get that complaint too, because like
Me neither.
Favreau and Filoni even let you know, like, hey, this show is going to take place primarily on Tatooine, and they let you know ahead of time, so there's really no room for complaint. You knew about it, so you go into the show knowing exactly what to expect, why complain about it?
Exactly. And also one thing too, I thought that was pretty interesting was the fact they did use the line that the Pikes have been being a problem. The Pikes have been stopping, local law enforcement. No one's doing about it.
They're paying them off.
Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy because that's a small dialogue setup, obviously. But
looking at you, Carson Teva. Those pockets, buddy.
They're not doing anything. That's what I thought was interesting. Maybe they're there just to guide the Star Cruiser out of orbit. But I was thinking, what are they doing there then? If there's so much problem down on the planet,
I think from what I remember, they patrol like certain quadrants, and I believe Carson Teva is in that particular quadrant. So they just they patrol and try to find I don't know whatever. But I know that like for
people breaking traffic laws.
Yeah, for those transport ships, they're part of the Republic, so that makes sense for them to protect it.
Yeah, I get that, and it should be too, and especially like what Din was doing was very prequels, by the way, just like flying around the front of a ship, and then like you realize, well, maybe because Anakin and Obi-Wan could get away with that because they were generals and they could do things like that with no problem. But then you see it here, and they're just like he's whizzing across the front of the bow of that ship, and he's like, "Yeah, you can't do that. Like that's kind of illegal."
Yeah, you can't do spinning's a good trick here. You just can't do it.
You can't ride your bike on the top of a bus while it's moving. Okay? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
it's unsafe.
God. That was a dream come true, and I mean that. And
it's happening literally right behind Dan right now. Like literally.
Yes, literally.
There it is, spinning. He's spun. He's spinning.
It's a good trick.
It's a good trick. It really is.
This whole episode was just
my fiance
to episode 1. I loved it.
Oh, it was in every way. And my fiance's she's gonna kill me because I bought. They had on eBay.
Did you say
I was gonna.
What's going on?
She might look. I bought this on eBay. I'll show it to you on the screen. I had to. I couldn't hold myself back. After watching that episode,
it's okay.
After watching this, I'm like, I have to.
We support you. We support.
Buy a $260 N1.
They had. It wasn't that much. It was only 35. So, but wait, it's a die cast. It's a die cast model of one. Hold on. Look at that. I don't know. You can't see it. It's big.
Die cast.
I know, and it's like
cast
metal.
And die.
I was like, I gotta get this. I'm gonna
it's hot. I need to get myself. I need to get one too. You know,
dude,
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Dude, do it because I was watching this and I was like I forgot, and I have like a bunch of these designs. Look, I even show you this. I put it on Twitter. It's my proudest collectible. I have this 90s.
I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
Throwing
it's
with
gorgeous.
In one on it. How wild is this?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So cool.
It's just like that design really, I don't know what it was. I guess it like inside my little kid brain, like I stood up whenever he was flying through Beggar's Canyon. I had tears in my eyes. Like this is literally what I've always wanted. Like they're giving moments, and obviously, and I said this on Twitter, but no one even responded to this one. 7 years ago, when The Force Awakens was coming out, if that would not have been done because people would have been too mad about that. They would have been
no. JJ was still talking about putting Jar Jar's bones in the desert, which I still. That's what I'm mad at JJ about.
Yeah,
like,
I don't blame you.
Touch my boy. Don't touch my boy.
JJ, he's my idea. Me too, Jerry. I got a Jar Jar shirt. My brother-in-law got me, and I was like, this is one of my treasured shirts.
Yes.
We enjoy Jar Jar on this podcast. So
to have this moment and like not be too on the nose. If you knew what it was from, you knew what it was from. Him going through Beggar's Canyon and then like the ramp with the gate still blowing off. It's incredible. That's an amazing thing to notice. But like you see that and you get to experience that again from a different point of view with a different character, featuring things you grew up and you loved. Like I was telling, I think it was Pete, one of the group chats I'm in, I was like, we've been so used to the original trilogy getting everything that those fans loved and wanted, which I respect. It's a huge part of Star Wars. But for the first time, and I think ever, we got like just a huge prequel nod that was like, hey, we don't just respect, the original trilogy. We also respect the fans of the prequels. And Bryce Dallas Howard, because that was her decision to make that shot exactly the way it was. That decision's not made anywhere else at all. The decision to like do the exact shot where it followed through, that's a director's decision. And I was like, so she had to watch that scene probably like 40 times ago. That's exactly what I want for mine.
The Lego N1 Starfighter is going for $238.
That's why I bought mine that morning. The second, yeah, exactly.
And also the Hot Wheels one that you have is also $40
That's why I bought it. I literally bought it the second that episode ended. I was like, okay, I have to jump on it before everyone else starts doing it. Yep.
$40 for a Hot Wheel. My goodness.
How much for a
tiny.
Micro Machine?
That's and those. Look it up.
Man.
They have them, and they're like.
Look up the
30.
Micro Machine. Look up the Micro
This is
Machine.
how big this one is. The other one should be a lot bigger. I'd imagine.
Yeah, I have a
but, like,
couple. I have the both Falcons, and I have the fire spray. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
God. It's no Razor Crest.
Oh, that's. I love how they did that with the ring thing. You
The
can like
fingers.
fly with your hand. Yeah, it's just like you can't just hold it.
A lot of
like
people
you
are
normally
like,
would.
they're not. I don't think they're complaining, but they're wondering like, with this new starship that he has, the N1, like how is he supposed to do bounty hunting? And
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be doing bounty hunting anymore.
No,
I
don't think so.
I think the whole point of the beginning of the episode was that's not him. That isn't him bounty hunting technically, but he was doing it for information, not to get paid. He was trying to.
He could always tie him to the front like a deer hunter, you know.
Or I mean, there is that cockpit. You could just shove him in that droid
to the
port.
hood.
Like it's not
true.
comfortable, but he doesn't care about comfort for them.
Put a helmet on him.
Freezes them
They'll
in
be fine.
carbonite.
Especially if it's been cold.
Give him a
God.
just give him a parka and a helmet.
That
They're
line
good.
is so good.
You know?
You come in hot.
But I think you're right, Tommy, because like
Cold.
like you said, like he only went on that bounty to collect information. He's like, he's like, there's a bounty on this guy, but I only did this for that freaking information that you had.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's
I think he's done bounty hunting. At least, I mean, that's just what I think.
I agree.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we never know after this episode. He could actually just be Boba's partner, and we can get Boba and Din for all of season 3. We don't know. That's the best thing about this show is we don't know. Like waking up 2 mornings ago, yesterday morning was like you just don't know what you're gonna get, and that's the best thing about this new Star Wars. It's just
I love that
brilliant.
he's paying it forward too. You know, he's just like,
Yes.
I'll do it for free, man. He's like, Boba's hooked me up.
Yeah.
Could you imagine,
Tommy-
like, if I were to tell either of you, like, 3-4 years ago, that you're gonna have a show with the Mandalorian, and then he's gonna be sidekicked with Boba Fett, you probably think I'm crazy.
Of course.
The moment where Finnick finally jumps in, which that was a great entrance by Finnick, where she's like, "Hey,
Yes.
someone's here, but I locked the doors and turned on the security." And then
I'm like, oh,
That's
but
amazing.
the way that she's like, "Yeah, he needs your help." Oh, and he goes, "Boba Fett, tell him it's on the house."
Yeah.
It's like
Awesome.
That's his
so
homies.
amazing,
The homies.
so incredible.
so good.
Although I
And
feel like Din is torn between the helmet thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
he's
mean-
like
Yeah.
we learned that Bo-Katan lost her way according to the armorer,
Mhm.
and that like you know he really wants to like follow his religion, but at the same time he's like I wanted that little guy to trust me, and that's why I took the helmet off. I don't know why he didn't like fucking why he didn't plead his case. Excuse my language.
Well, I mean,
No, it's
Well,
okay.
listen. This goes to this is it. A few people on Twitter were talking about religious trauma and stuff like that, and that 100% was like a very like visceral representation of like religious trauma and stuff. Like the way that he's like, is there like he can physically, he can't lie about it. He's like, I have.
I sinned.
and then
I sinned. I'm a sinner.
And then he's like, is there any way I can atone? And it's like, the part that got me when she's like, the only way you can atone is by washing yourself in the minds of Mandalore. He goes, but they don't exist, right? And which is like freaking cruel as hell.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
It's
David.
It's so cruel.
Thanks a lot, Space Hephaestus.
The only way you can atone, is to do this thing that doesn't exist anymore. So
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
he's
kind
gonna
of,
do it, though.
screwed.
He's gonna do it.
yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
a reflection of like real life in certain instances where there's different sects of the same religion. Just
Yeah.
because one sect says you are not this doesn't necessarily mean anything. He's definitely still Mandalorian.
Yes.
He's just
Yeah.
not Mandalorian to them. And
Some religions you can't
that
have
really
any
doesn't really
sex.
matter.
Depends on what
All
sect.
right.
Oh,
Where's
Well-
Boop? I need Boop right now.
boom. It was cool too, and Force Center, a great podcast by the way with Ken Knapp's Looking to the Scrimshaw. They brought an analysis up that I never thought about. Din in this episode has 2 maternal figures. He's got the armorer being the very strict, the very not loving, the one that's kind of obviously the more of the compass of his journey or what he wants to experience in his journey. And then he's got Peli, who's like, no, you can have an N1 starfighter. You can go as fast as you can. It's just really surreal. Like, and I come from a life of step parents, right? And so like, you know, it was always weird to have my stepmom and my mom with two very opposing viewpoints and like having to respect both of them for feeling and being that way. Because Din obviously can't, you know, chew out the armor. You know, that's just not going to be the case. But he also is not going to be rude to Peli. So it's just like it's a weird thing. And he's seeing two sides of two very different parts of the galaxy. The one that it's like local and hasn't left and is just really loving and really motherly and, you know, is funny with him. Whereas the armor is just very serious. You know, this is the way. Like it's really kind of incredible. And I didn't think we would get themes so heavy that were so obvious in this episode. Like it's just been whirlwinds.
She is like Beskar. You can't bend or break her. Like
yes,
yeah, like you know, like she is just tough and rigid.
Yeah,
it's really cool. Like, but you're so right, Jerry, with the whole religious trauma. Like it really played a big part. Sorry, Scotty. We love to see it.
That's right.
I just want to see Scotty's reaction to Dan's comment. No, go.
I didn't know Dan could talk. No,
God.
It's surreal, right? It's like, you know, we've always been having father figures be part of the big problem, but the Rise of Skywalker in this episode also have been talking about mother figures, and I never thought about that. That's a heavy topic that Star Wars doesn't get too often.
Hey, both parents play a big role in our lives.
Parents F up their kids, man. Just like
generational trauma.
Listen, like you like legitimately, all parents will mess up. You'll mess up your kid in some way. You just got to hope that it's not as bad as like the bad parents. You know what I mean?
Of course.
We're not, no one's perfect. Like you gotta like, you're a human being trying to bring up another human being. Just like, yeah.
Hallelujah.
Anyway.
Shmi as well. I forgot to mention Shmi from episode 1. So that's also true. You've got Anakin's trauma with Shmi locates on Tatooine. You know, it's all where it takes place. And when he returns back to it, it's obviously not good in Attack of the Clones. It's a really good point.
She was so loving. She was so loving.
She was loving.
So
she was like a great
someone from Tatooine too. And like the hardship she went through, man.
Exactly. Pulling
hardship either turns you into an a-hole or a very kind, nurturing person who doesn't want to do any harm to anyone. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yep. And that found family aspect was all in this episode, like in every way, with him holding the Grogu knot, and then, you know, with whatever's inside. What do y'all think's inside, by the way? We haven't talked about this. What do you
think? The Grogu armor?
Yeah. Is it armor?
Chainmail.
It's a mini helmet.
That's a
chainmail.
Mini helmet?
He's trying to keep his son fresh, man.
It's something collapsible that can fit that napkin. So I'm thinking it's like chainmail you can wear under his.
Like Bilbo's elven.
Yes,
like,
elven.
Yeah.
Well, I saw someone post it like it's like just a chain, like just a.
It's literally just like a rocker.
But it's like, oh yeah, see, look, he got one of these things. It's to put his I think she probably made like a necklace for him to put his what is it? Comtech chips.
I definitely think it's definitely some sort of. I mean, it's definitely armor because like like we've said, the armor is very just straightforward. Beskar is to make armor with, and
she ain't making rap medallions. She's making armor.
Dude, it'd just be great if it was just like some face man. Like, oh my god, like
you know what's
seeing
weird,
Grogu in a little Mandalorian helmet. I just die.
Yeah, but they would hide his face. They would like, why are you hiding his face? He's so cute.
It would be just as cute with a little Mando helmet.
I agree. What I was gonna say is it's weird, right? I mean, I don't know if it's the first time it's happened, but Grogu is a foundling. I don't know if you have to be a human to be a Mandalorian. I mean, I don't know. Like that was interesting. So like
it's
the foundling, the creed. So it's a creed. But have we seen other, you know, alien species as Mandalorians yet?
You're right. We haven't yet seen a different species.
It's just odd.
No,
I was surprised she was okay with that. She's a zealot.
I think in Clone Wars they kind of established that there was a period of time where the Mandalorians were racist.
Like blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, they were very specific about who they desired, but like the more traditional ancient cultures of Mandalorians were more open to alien species. So but that's not really that popular. So I guess that's why that's not exactly happening.
Yeah, there were space Vikings,
and she was a Mando. She was a Mando of the planet Concordia. Like
that was
wasn't
awesome.
Even, like that was
They
really
watched
cool to
it
find
happen.
out. Yeah, that was so cool to find out that she was part of that, like that moon or whatever it was. Is it the moon?
Yeah, the moon of
Yeah,
Concordia.
Concordia is the moon.
That's the shot.
right.
They showed the shot of the moon, and they did the pan down, and it showed the planet
so
being wiped
awesome.
out.
Because that was like
God.
a callback to Rebels.
That's
Like,
also
that's freaking cool.
That's also
Clone
an
Wars,
homage
too.
to Terminator.
Yes, 100%. God, that was wicked.
It's just like
And,
this is like this episode was just nostalgic, and any kid that grew up in the 90s, this was like, oh, you were just loving it.
Yes,
every bit of it.
Like I said, I thanked Bryce Dallas Howard on Twitter for making me feel like a kid again, because it just took me right back in time, right to the Phantom Menace. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
How dare they do that?
God,
take its name out of their mouth.
Why did we give them that name? They ruined
they gave
the name of a
themselves the
great
name.
movie.
They gave themselves the anyway.
Screw them.
Anyway,
the Phantom Menace.
Now this is pod racing, is what I shouted when Din was flying through the canyon. That's all. Yeah.
And then the famous line that he says, "Wizard."
What's that
Yo, that's from the Phantom Menace. That's what old boy says.
Oh, for some
It's,
reason,
that's what Kitster
says. Yeah.
Kitster goes,
Wizard.
Oh, that's so wizard.
Wizard.
I still thought of Connor because that kid uses that line all the time, and I was just like,
wizard. Yeah.
Damn you, Connor.
Connor.
Pouring out for Connor.
That's
oh my
it.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know it's cool, and I guess this is where the episode wanted to end on. You know, Din is finding a new purpose. You know, he's been abandoned by his own religion, his own people. But to add insult to injury, you know, doesn't have a ship and anything, and so he's trying to find a new way to live and be. And I guess it's a kind of a good way to round up the whole idea. I'm really eager to see where this goes. These next two episodes are going to be an absolute treat. I think I'm not worried about them being disappointing. I just know they're not going to be.
No, I haven't been disappointed yet.
I feel like
vibe.
Yeah.
It's literally been like this for me. Like just
Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of like we're in the boat where like we watch these episodes and we appreciate them for what they are, not for what they're not, based on what we were expecting of them. Because if you put so many expectations on something and you watch something and you watch it and it doesn't live up to what you were expecting or hoping for, of course you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
You know,
So
so why, like, you got to temper your expectations and you know, speculate responsibly.
Just sit down and enjoy some new freaking Star Wars,
just
people.
try to have fun. Like, if you can't have fun, then
Every
what's
now
the
and
point?
then.
What's the point?
I just know that coming up, I think we're going to be looking back at these times of waiting and expecting things and being absolutely so satisfied once the whole season's done. Because I mean, it's in interviews. Even Ming Na says she said something along the lines of like, once the final episode is done, you're going to look at the whole season in a new light. So I hope we get those moments. And you know, I will say I wish we would have saw Boba Fett this episode. I'm fine with saying that, but to get what we got, it was just perfect. It was everything I didn't know I needed, and I'm very satisfied. And honestly, if this gets a lot of exposition out the way, so when we get to season 3 of Mando, we'll be good. You know what I mean? Like we'll be set. Yeah. We'll be ready.
Yeah. I think there's a connection there between Din Djarin and Boba Fett, because like in this episode we see that he's being turned away by his basically his family that he knew, the Mandalorians, or the Children of the Watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
They said that you're no longer a Mandalorian. He's being rejected by them, and the connection there with Boba Fett is Boba Fett's heritage is Mandalorian, but they rejected him too.
You know what's crazy?
100% connected now. Absolutely.
You know what's nuts, Tommy? Like, it's so crazy that, like, even though she's like almost basically telling him he's not a Mando anymore, she didn't take the Darksaber away from him because she's that much of a zealot that she's like, like this needs to be earned, and he earned it.
Yep.
Like, she doesn't want the mantle. Like, she could have challenged him and taken it away from him, but she didn't.
Did not.
Religious trauma, mother effer. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like Yeah, I think maybe she'll try to get it later, but that's another story.
I thought she was trying to kill. I honestly did think she was trying to kill him when she was heating up the end of the spear. And
Yeah,
talking
right.
about it
Yeah.
producing dust.
Just like,
what are you planning?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
God, that'd been wild.
It's like when like your mom or someone's mad at you. They were like cooking you up a sandwich or something. Like,
I hit you with the spoon. Or was that just me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, but maybe.
I think it'd be wild that, and this is like just a theory that I keep playing over in my
Not the
head.
spoon.
So now that obviously Din said like I need to go visit a little friend first, I kind of feel like Luke and Grogu are on Tatooine right now. They're probably at the old Moisture Farm, or they're at Obi-Wan's hut, one of the two places. He's gonna go see.
Yeah, because how does he know
my
where he's
God.
at? That's a good point. Does he still have the fob? Because he can use the fob and find him.
Oh my
You know,
God.
like he
Also-
still has the fob, I'd imagine.
What if Din's all like, Grogu wants to go with Din or whatever to Boba Fett's palace and no longer Jabba's palace, and Luke wants to accompany him. Luke is going to see Boba Fett.
Could you imagine?
That's
like
gonna be
a
awkward.
forgive and forget? I mean, like, what does he do? Because it was essentially Luke's fault that Boba Fett ended up in the thing, but Boba Fett could be his forgiving self, be like, I didn't, this changed me. I didn't know I needed this. Or maybe he'll be like, I'm gonna kill you.
Could they
You
pull
rat
off
bastard.
that much? Could they pull off that much CGI with that?
I don't. You know what? I was thinking about too. Like in this episode when the Space Police came, and I saw like obviously Luke's double. I was like, that looks like Luke.
Uh-huh.
It looks like a Red
Alone.
5 right there.
Yep.
Space Cop
You could just pull it
Luke.
off.
It's definitely that. I love that part though with the good cop bad cop. It was like the rookie and
It
the,
was
and the,
awesome.
and the veteran. He's like, yeah, let's just let him off with a warning. And then he was just like, hey, by the way, bud, your voice sounds familiar. And would you mind answering some questions? And he was just like, hit the nitrous.
Yes. Man, and it's crazy. Who would have thought we would see X-Wings and N1 starfighters in the same shot together, just like cruising for a second. They're just like going towards the camera.
That's
I'm fanboy flailing.
Unbelievable. It's what we needed. And like it's something that I think is just intrinsic with Star Wars. It's just those things can happen and you don't have to really look too far into it. Does that make any sense? Like, let those things happen, Never would have expected it 10 years ago. Never would have expected it, obviously, in the prequel trilogy, but they happen now, and it's great, and it's organic, and it doesn't feel forced. When
Star Wars is changing.
You're
Yes.
right, Scotty.
That's
It did not feel forced, and that was
Nope.
the beauty of this whole
Yep.
episode.
Yeah.
It just
Nope.
she melted all of that together and made it feel so right.
Yep.
Oh my God.
It's been a while since it's felt
Been a
like
while.
this. It's been a while.
Since I could lift my N1 high.
Holy Aaron Lewis. What the hell?
Been a while. What's happening?
Well, I guess we're coming towards the end of the conversation. I do want to say this.
Okay.
What are your predictions? Where are we going? 2 more episodes left. Do we leave on a cliffhanger? Do they do the classic, season 1 stuff where they end the next episode on a brutal cliffhanger? Because last time Quill got killed, and that was a unreal cliffhanger.
Pour
He
one
was
out for the
dead. Oh my God, that was bad. God, what do y'all think? Any predictions at all? Because this blew my whole entire theories about the water.
Well,
Then Jared showed up.
I think we're going to get more. I think this is what we're seeing now is going to lead into Mandalorian season 3. I don't think Boba Fett's getting a second season. I think it was just a mini thing, and he will be a character in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, he'll just be a recurring character that shows up or he goes to visit for stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they're planting seeds for Mando season 3. So I mean, he's gonna see. I think he's gonna team up with Boba Fett, and I think, they're gonna do something with these pikes, and I think Boba's favor for that's gonna be him helping him get Grogu back. So
God, that would be bad.
So that's my prediction here.
Whoo.
Like,
Okay, who should we go to next, Jared? Do you want to give any predictions, bud?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're deer in the headlights.
hi, I co-host the show. Well, actually, Scotty, we have a clip of the beginning of the next episode. I didn't get to tell you. I have it loaded up right here. Hold on. Actually, we have a. This is how the next episode will begin.
Kia ora, welcome to the Tim Show. I'm Tim Wetter Morrison. Now, each week I invite a couple of buddies over to have a bit of a kōrero. We have a bit of a sing-song, and I show them some of my postcards from Hollywood. Ooh, and they're looking pretty flash too. I visit the whānau in New Zealand and around the globe, and I even score some A-listers. Now, this week we've got a Tim Show special, Episode 3, Involvement of the Kiwis. I'm talking Star Wars. We find out how they make us clones. And I catch up with Rena Owen and talk to the producer, Rick McCallum, and talk to the big guy, George Lucas. So, lightsabers on!
Guys,
wow, do they show
great
it?
Great to finally see Tim. Great to see Tim after that entire episode without him there.
Oh,
I just
man. Do you think they have a new theme song? Do you think they have a new theme song?
I think they might. Like the stinger, like after the that plays, and then do we have the clip of Ludwig's new masterpiece?
Oh yeah, I'll show it to you.
Did he shake the earth again?
Yeah, he did shake the earth. It's better than the. It's better than the dum 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 dum. And this is
a little bit.
Bombadcast.
Let's go.
Exclusive. The volume has never looked so good.
I don't know, the speeder looks a little too shiny to be on Tatooine.
The volume looks amazing.
That's a real show.
That's a real show from New Zealand.
That's real.
Yes.
That's they two broadcasts of it, and Rick McCallum's one of the guests on there, and I wish I could find that clip. And George is also
and George. He had a stacked episode.
Only three.
Only three. I think it was just to ride the high. It was like a public broadcast.
Captain Typho plays saxophone in his living room in that episode. It's great.
That sounds like a hit show to me.
Good leak, by the way. No, it was a good leak.
That's a good leak. I definitely think that might happen. Actually, guy was so young and handsome. So I'm thinking, what if this is the
Aquaman version of him?
This is the end of Boba Fett.
Oh, shut the hell up!
I don't think he's gonna die, man. I don't think he's gonna die. I think he's gonna carry on into Mando and then maybe die there. But he's not dying in his own show.
You don't bring this dude back to kill him.
Listen,
you wanted to kill Pelimoto.
Listen,
well, she's worth it.
No one has to die at all.
That's wildly inappropriate.
I'm sorry. Look. I'm just trying to go way far out there. You know, just like maybe just this like way far. Everyone's thinking Fennec is gonna kill Boba. I don't see that happening at all. But I mean, no.
The way she jauntily hopped down off of those pipes and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way. Like she's too happy to be doing this.
Yeah,
job,
I
man.
just don't think that's gonna happen. But I mean, I was just thinking maybe there's this army he's building. The one person building the army is the one who bites the dust.
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm not saying I want that to happen.
No, he won't.
But
that's gonna be the title of the next episode.
I don't think he will.
He's gonna become a Tusken Raider. Full-fledged, and give them their land back.
But it would be cool to see that, that the Pikes aren't doing this on their own, and that there is a bigger player at behind the wheel.
Who do you think the player is? It's
Crimson Dawn. I think it's. I swear to God, it's got like Crimson Dawn makes the most sense to me as like the big baddie behind all of this. It doesn't necessarily have to be Kira, but
what about a Conjure Club?
I mean, hey, Ray Park needs some money.
Fennec is actually related to Conjure Club.
Yeah, I don't think Ray Park needs the money.
What about
He's good. He can afford dessert at the Olive Garden.
Unlimited breadsticks.
That was a King buffet. That was at the Olive Garden. Look at that carpeting, sir. That is a buffet.
Okay, let's say it's that buffet car.
Yeah,
That's buffet carpeting.
That might be a buffet.
Buffet.
Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Ray Park does do the money. Okay, like, I don't know.
My invitation crab.
I like Williams' prediction. Watto return. Watto runs the bikes. Hey,
oh,
got the spice. How you doing?
Milkshakes, Eddie.
Hey,
I
got a lot of
you need
deadbeats
to take
who
care
owe
of
me a
them.
lot of money.
What if they drop the first F-bomb in Star Wars and then like
It would have to be Watto.
he'd be like, "What the fuck is up?"
Hey, why you all look at me like that?
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Oh my God.
My heart
Todd,
rate's-
that's my headcanon now that like when Maul went back like to the Siege of Mandalore, like he went to the best buffet like there like the night before, like he fought Ahsoka.
You imagine a Star Wars buffet? You keep Galaxy's Edge.
You gotta have a Star Wars.
We go to a Star.
Yeah.
You say it, Tommy?
You gotta have
Buffet.
you gotta have the chicken on there, you know, the
all the
yeah.
pork strip you can eat.
Ronto.
All the anti-freeze strip you can eat.
Tommy,
And a free
what do you think's
shrimp.
gonna happen, man? What do you think's gonna happen?
Oh, well, I mean, I
Brooke just said, I know, man.
I'm just kind of like going toward what Favreau said at the last convention, that they want to bring back Legends. He wants to bring back Legends, and I kind of feel like somehow they're gonna maneuver things where Boba Fett becomes Mandalore, the leader of the Mandalorians.
Oh my god, I would love that.
And I feel like this is kind of leading up toward Din seeing that Boba Fett has what it takes to be a leader, because he learned how to become a leader through the Tusken Raiders. He learned the concept of family and the value of loyalty and taking care of your family. And I feel like Din's going to see that quality in him and think this dark saber belongs to him.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that would be dope. I would love that personally because, like you said, EU is honored there, and obviously they're setting something up with Thrawn. So make him another villain of the story. You know,
I was thinking about that too.
You've got all these little parts that are being woven together. Bad Batch is giving us Mount Tanadus or Tanadus. How do you ever say it? Like Tanab. Okay,
Not tendinitis.
Tendinitis. Scotty.
Tendinitis. The best moon.
Tennis elbow. Mount tennis elbow. Yeah.
So what you were saying, Tommy, I completely agree. We've got all these little things being built up, and you know, it either could be Din, but I think he's gonna change the Mandalorian way. I think we're gonna see by the helmet off, hopefully a bit more in season 3.
I think what makes that extra juicy is that if that does happen, so many people are going to be pissed, especially since there's so many people that don't like the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes,
or they don't like Boba Fett, and they see that he's going to go that direction. If that happens, if he goes that direction, that'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
Funny. That's going to be funny. On
all the dude bros.
Punisher.
Yeah,
he's not tough anymore.
Nope. He's a big baby. Y'all, this has been an absolute blast. Okay. And I know, hopefully everyone here knows that this is now going to become a bro.
Whoa, what happened?
Hey,
it's Broaxium now. Here we go.
Welcome back to Shooting the Poodoo, everybody, here on the Bombadcast.
Ha ha ha, it's the takeover. We've done it.
You can find us. You can find all three of us every
First order,
Sunday
son.
night on Shooting.
Okay. And how do you feel about that? Okay.
Drugs.
He was the guy on the bus with the meth.
Drugs.
I realize. I don't even think
bus.
Jerry.
It was a
realized
train.
It was him. Yeah,
It was a
oh,
train.
It was a train. Sorry.
It was a Starliner. It was a Starliner.
And another thing.
With the best car sport.
You hate when people get on the Starliners and they just start cooking their drugs right in front of you.
There's
Come on.
spice.
Is William trolling you, Scotty, by calling you Jared the Dark Jedi?
Oh,
whoa.
I don't know if he's doing that. The meth man.
That's a low. The meth man.
Oh man, interesting.
Oh my god! I know that you guys have a little battle going on, but
Look, I'll
you
show
know,
you. Here's Jared. Real quick. Let me show you a picture of Jared and his.
I love Jared.
He's one of a kind.
Yeah,
He's
he
something.
is. He is.
He is something. Look, here's him
Something.
trying to be a trivia champion. Not the case.
The meth man. The man, the myth, the meth man.
You know who would probably crush him is Chris.
Ooh.
I would love to see a Chris Jared
Star Wars background actor Chris Ryans.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Tommy had a Jeopardy episode all like lined up, and Chris was just knocking them out the park.
Tell him about the pop culture one though.
Oh yeah, Roke won that one.
Yeah, Roke.
There he is.
Oh, hell yeah, Roke.
The winner.
Roke is the pop culture Jeopardy champion.
I crushed him with my hands.
But Chris would give anybody a run for their mony when it comes to canon Star Wars.
It was
guaranteed.
insane.
I'll just say this one thing. I was hosting for a reason.
I was hosting for a reason. Yeah.
Also, all those questions, I came up with them.
Somebody's cat is begging. Somebody's cat is begging
By
to get
the way,
in the door.
next time we do a
my
Jeopardy
bad.
one with Star Wars, I'm gonna host it so I can say all the names incorrectly.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I think the least knowledgeable person should be answering the questions for the Star Wars podcast for the Star
Like I
Wars
said,
Jeopardy.
what is it? Fennec Shad?
Is it Fennec Shan?
Fennec
Her
Shat.
name's Shmee, like Hook. Hook's first mate was Shmee.
This- my dad trying to pronounce Star Wars names or something.
Jin.
We went to Taco Bell one time, and when I was a kid, he ordered like he was like, "What do you want to drink?" I was like, "Baja Blast." He goes, and one Bahu Blast. Like, I literally just said it. I literally just said it, Dad. Like, come on.
Bahu Blast.
My mom
Bahu
goes
Blast.
to buy a game for me. I'm looking for Marvel versus Comcast. No.
Oh
No.
man, God, my
That's
my
not a
buddy,
thing.
my buddy Eric, his dad calls the Bombadcast the Boomba-cast. That always makes me
Sick,
laugh when he
dude.
says
You've done it.
That's awesome.
We don't have a Boomba.
The Boomba-cast. makes
They
me
know
laugh
enough of
so
your
hard.
podcast to say it wrong,
Oh, how's the Boomba-cast
but
going?
they know.
Oh my God.
That's what's
Oh, my
important.
God.
They know.
I've rode roller coasters from California to Alabama, but I still haven't found a ride that could rock my shit. Whee! Well,
What is that?
Speaking of meth,
I mind the underbelly of TikTok for
What if that's
the
your
most
mom's
unhinged
house?
TikToks.
Oh
That's
my
fine.
God.
That was yeah.
I love
YMH?
Jerry. I will forever love your Hyperfocus main TikTok where the guy floats in the bathroom. It's
Oh,
just,
is it?
see?
Oh, crap. Holy crap! Holy crap!
who's floating
Oh.
in the bathroom?
it's so good. It's so good.
Pull the drain.
We have to get the plugs in. I forget. It's
Yeah,
time
let's
to
do plugs.
Plug.
Dan, plug your stuff, man. Plug
Hey,
Broaxium, and I'll let
plug
all
your shit.
three of y'all do it. Here we go.
You can find me, Stay on Target 42, everywhere on social media. That is my handle for all social media stuff. You can find me and the rest of these guys shooting a poodoo every Sunday night at 9 on the Broaxium YouTube. You can also find Chris and I and Claire and a few others doing quick shots of Broaxium on Wednesdays, where we preview all of your favorite Star Wars comic books. And sometimes we might have a special guest like Daniel Jose Older or, Captain Scott. But also, we just do a lot. We do a lot of stuff. Mike will explain what he does and Tommy. And we'll just continue the rounds.
Hi. No, but twitch.tv/Broaxium_gaming. Had a fun time last week. We did Resident Evil 2 remake. It'll be happening again this Tuesday. Took this week off, but this upcoming Tuesday, which is next week, we will be following up on that. We'll be reminding you again this Sunday, 9 Eastern, shooting the poodoo.
Hell yeah.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Telephone. Tommy.
Telephone.
You could find me on Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitters. OG Revenite.
That's right, baby.
Boom.
But also, obviously, shooting the poodle. They already told you.
They already said it.
9
They already
p.m.
said it.
Eastern
You know how we
Standard
be.
Time.
Yeah.
6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you're where I'm at.
Crushing
Now-
beers.
Since it's
Connor,
two-
tell us where you're from, buddy.
Hey, get Michael on the screen. Let's see where Michael's from. Tell us where Michael's from.
Hold on, hold on. Let's see here. Go ahead. Y'all remaining systems.
That's
My
the
real
best
name is
picture
Pong Crow.
of Michael ever.
I'm from Modelo Drive.
That's incredible. You know,
Like a
it's
confused cabbie.
we need to baptize them, our newer Bombadcast guest
In the minds of
the minds of
Mandalore?
Mandalore with a wonderful video. Before we end up signing off for the night, y'all have probably seen this, and if you haven't yet, I'm going to make you transcend. Roke
Less
was
meth than
baptized
the rest.
Here we
last.
go.
Less meth than the rest.
The
Let's
Boomba
mess
This
them
is my
up.
second Bombad, so I'm like,
Yep,
maybe
you're
I know
right.
this.
Here we go.
This is your wake-up call. Time to reach, go for it all. Culture stirs inside of me, and I know what I can be. Limit is the sky. Hey world, watch me fly. The best part of waking up is soldiers in your love.
Amazing. Amazing.
I
Well,
got
Was
one
it-
thing
that
to say.
Paul
I always just
Stanley?
wonder, was that a
this is-
circus or a magic show? Because he disappears at the end.
You guys
That's what I always
offer
want to know.
the best meth trip in the Star Wars community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, your videos are
Paul,
just
yeah.
amazing.
Well,
Describe us as the guy
Focus.
cooking meth on a
That's
train.
it by half,
Yes,
sir.
definitely.
My
Casually.
approach is
That's
it's the
true.
VHS tape you put in your VHS player and it's like unmarked and you're like, what the hell is on this? And you start it up and it's just like a whole conversation that cuts in between this nonsense.
I totally got that feel from your intro. I was like,
Yeah.
I
Oh.
love this.
I
It was like
loved
a
it.
channel surfing intro. And
Yes,
I was just like,
yes.
I
Yeah.
get
Took me
this.
back.
I like
Let's
not
talk
knowing
more
where
about
I'm
this
gonna go.
about our show, please. Yeah.
Love
Yes.
it. Love it.
Well, this has been a wonderful Bombadcast episode. I hope all of you agree. An
Boombacast.
amazing Boombacast episode.
Boomcast.
Wahoo Blast. It's been
It's a
magnificent.
Baja Blastcast.
That's right.
Bahoo. Wahoo Blast.
Cast.
Bahoo.
So Tommy, we're gonna have you on. Dan, this is your last episode. Dan, give us a good stay Bombad to end the night because it's your last time ever showing up on this show, you rat bastard. All right, let's hear it.
Hey, guys,
No, you don't get your 5-timer jacket.
make sure you stay boom bad.
Did you say impossible? Pasquale? Only kidding, Jackie. I've changed my tune because I finally thought of a possible dream that we can all share. What is it?
Pasquale?
It's a dream about a world when nobody is poor or sick or hungry.
Oh, now that's a dream we can make come true.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right.
As I point up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind.
I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? Alzheimer's disregard, a broken bottle top,
And a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him if he'll change his ways.
dream of being gone for long. See you in a little bit.